Celebrations. I've been meaning to make you guys a video for quite a long time now on which celebrations products you should buy and which ones you should probably avoid. Now, there's already a few videos on this, so I thought what more fun and interesting way could I do it than a tier list. So what I'm going to be doing is I've created this tier list where I have must buy at the top instead of the regular S tier and bad buy at the bottom. And in between we have good buy and okay buy. So pretty self-explanatory, but just to give you a bit more background, must buy are products that I think are very good long-term investments or sometimes even short-term investments. And I think even if you're not into investing and you just want to open it or keep it in your collection, I think they'll look great or be really fun to open. Goodbye is kind of like a level below that, pretty self-explanatory, like I said. But these ones I don't think will do as well long term, and I think even in your collection might not be as cool. Okay, buys are just decent. I personally may or may not buy them if I can get a good price, maybe. But other than that, I wouldn't really go out of my way to buy them. And bad buys are products that I think you should probably avoid. All right, so first up we have the Sylveon V Box and the Charizard V Box. Now these two are pretty similar, so I'm probably going to put them both in the good buy category. Now the reason for that is I think they're pretty reasonably priced and they come with a good amount of celebrations packs as well as the normal regular boosters. But more importantly, they come with the Sylveon V Dark Sylveon promo card, and the Charizard obviously comes with the Lance's Charizard promo card, which I think both look really good. And anything with a Charizard promo card long term is gonna do well. So the Charizard is probably even slightly better than the Sylveon. So we'll order them from left to right as well. So left being the best in a column, right being the worst. Now the next one is the Pikachu Figurine Box. Now, this one, I think everyone already knows this, but this is a must buy. Now, although it's a bit of a steep price, I still think it's a really good purchase because, well, for a couple of reasons. One, it's an amazing product that's going to display very well with that Pikachu in the middle. Like that figure on itself is absolutely amazing. And secondly, what I think makes it much more desirable is that it's a Pikachu. Pikachus are always going to be collectible, right? Long term, short term, doesn't matter. In your collection, this will always be a great product. And thirdly, and maybe most importantly for investors or the investing side, this product will never be reprinted. Now, you might be like, oh, how do I know that? Well, this has a Pikachu figurine in it. For the Pokemon Company to reprint packs and cards is one thing, but for them to reprint a whole product like a whole figurine years down the line is extremely unlikely. So more like most often you usually get just like one print run of this. Maybe like a few more might come like in like a short while after the original release, but it's not something that you're going to get heaps of releases of. Next up, we have the collector's chest. Now, this one I think is a bit of a dark horse. I'm going to put it in goodbye. And the reason for that is because it comes with a couple of incredible promos, and I think it's a very slept on product. It actually has the best pack to price ratio. So if you're looking just to open up celebrations packs, this is the cheapest you can get the individual packs. So just for that reason alone, I think it's a great product. But also on top of that, I think the promos inside it make it a really nice piece as well. And also it's a bit more unique as well. There are a couple lunchboxes or whatever tins, collector chests or whatever they're called out there. But I think this one with that big 25th anniversary head on it will do quite well. Now the ETB is a bit of a tricky one. I'm going to put it in okay buy, but let me explain what I mean by that. Well, firstly, these ETBs long term will be one of the best products out of this entire line. There's no doubt about that. But the problem with the ETBs is that we know now, given Hidden Fates, given Champions Path, given pretty much any other recent ETB, that ETBs are something that are going to be coming out for a while, and the prices you'll be able to get them at will be lower than retail for a decent amount of time as well. So that means initially I know at least in Australia, the pre-order prices for these are around $110, which is much higher than they should be. And if you just wait a little bit, you'll be able to get them for much cheaper. So I think if you can get these under retail, it would probably go to the top of a good buy, right? If not bottom of a must buy. But in their current state, I'm probably going to put them at the top of okay buy, especially because they will be cheaper in the future and they will go up in the future, if that makes sense. But right now, from the start, I think they're an okay buy, if that kind of makes sense. Now with the Pikachu Union Box, I'm probably gonna put it in okay buy as well. Now the reason for this is I don't think they come with as many packs as they should. Right, the real selling point of this is the Pikachu Union cards. Right now, personally, I'm not really a fan of these Union Fusion mechanics. I think the fact that each card on its own is not a whole card is a bit off-putting to me. Like, you need all four to make a set, and I think that's really cool. Especially, I know like in Yu-Gi-Oh you have like Exodia, right? Like that whole concept is very cool. But this one, like, you can end up with a card that just has like very odd proportions and it doesn't really make sense individually. So I think that's a bit weird. But I would love to buy just one of these and just have it on display because I think it looks really good on display when you have obviously all four Pikachu's laid out together like this. But if you open it up, it just all of a sudden becomes a strange product and not that great. Long term, I think sealed it might do pretty decently probably because it does have Pikachu's on it, but nothing as amazing as some of the other ones. The Dragapult Prime box and the Zacian box I'm going to put as okay buys as well. I don't think these are really that great because, well, Dragapult is, I mean, I've heard it's like decently desired, but I don't really see how it's that popular of a Pokemon if you compare it to, say, Sylveon, Charizard, or Pikachu. Like, it's nowhere near those ones. Same with Zacian. Zacian is probably even a bit less so than Dragapult. So I don't think these will do as well as some of the other ones. Now, the Dragapult Prime card, obviously, that's a really nice promo that people are going to love to have. But other than that, I don't think the box itself is that desirable. And you're probably going to be able to get these promo cards in the Dragapult box and the Zacian box for very cheap. Okay, so next up we have the Premium Collection box. Now this one is going to be a very hot product. In fact, in Australia, I think pretty much everything else you can still pre-order, but this one pre-orders have sold out already. And I know in a lot of other countries, I think even in like a lot of American stores as well, it's just completely sold out of pre-orders. So this one will be a very hot product, and something like this is not something that will get too many reprints. So I think this is a must buy. If you open this up, you're going to have a fantastic time because obviously it has those golden cards. It has the golden base set Pikachu, golden base set Charizard. It also has the golden Pikachu V and the golden Pokeball, if I remember correctly. So this is a really, really good product with a lot of value inside. It's got like heaps of celebrations products and heaps of booster packs. So if you open it up, you're going to have an incredible time. And although it's very expensive, I think long term it'll definitely be worth it, and it'll definitely be one of the products that continue to hold its value. Next up, we have a few. Well, we'll say they're not part of the main celebrations line that's releasing. They're already out. So first up, we have the General Mills cereal box. Now, this one, to be honest, I think is a bad buy. Pretty much the only card from this that I think is desirable is the Pikachu, which is, I think, guaranteed in every single pack. So once you have that, the rest of the set is not that desirable, and I don't think they'll do very well long term. They're quite available, pretty cheap quality cards. Nothing too special about them. I think it's a bad buy. I feel exactly the same with the Pikachu. Sorry, the McDonald's promos. I think they're slightly better than the General Mills because the set is probably a bit more fun to complete. And if you have a whole set, I mean, it's fun to complete, but I don't think it's a great investment or really anything too crazy. Next up, we have the Galarian partner packs. This one I also think is a bad buy. The only decent partner pack that will probably do okay is the Kanto one, but even then, I really don't think it's that great. They have jumbo cards inside them, which no one really likes. I mean, a few people collect them, I get that, but generally speaking, there's not too big of a market for them, and I don't think they'll do that well. Even opening them is not that fun, really. To be honest, they just have two regular packs inside them. Not really great products. Um, Maybe if you want to collect one set of them, as a whole set, including the binder, it might, be fun or be decent to collect, but nothing too special. Okay, now the tins I've actually split up into three different products. Now, I know that seems a bit strange, but let me explain my thought process. Okay, so these tins can, you can purchase them in three different ways. One, you can just buy them randomly, and I think if you do that, they're not great buys. I think they're bad buys, and the reason for that is because these tins individually don't really hold that many packs. They don't hold that much value. There's nothing too crazy about them. I don't think the tins do that well long term. However, I think if you have a full collection of them, because they're obviously like a set of tins, right? If you have a full set of tins, I think that becomes a much more okay buy. And I think just the Kanto tin on itself is a good buy. So if you want to just pick up one tin, I think having that Kanto one is definitely a no-brainer because it's cheap. The packs inside it also don't come to too much. They're pretty cheap, relatively speaking, to the value. And I mean, just look at the tin. It's got Squirtle, it's got Charmander, it's got Bulbasaur, and it's even got Pikachu's tail in the little bottom if you can notice that. So I think that tin alone is a good buy, but the other ones okay or bad depending on how you pick them up. Randomly, they're bad. In a set, they're okay, and this one by itself is probably a good buy. Now, these last two products obviously don't exist yet, but I've just chucked them in here because, why not? Thought it'd be fun. These technically wouldn't even be celebrations products, but if these came out, they'd be must buys. Okay, I had to put these in. I probably, you know, I don't know if like if this video does well and you guys enjoy it, maybe I'll make a Evolving Skies tier list if you guys want that. But who knows if that video will ever be made. So um, since we don't know, I'm just gonna chuck these in must buy just because you guys know that if they come out, they'll be amazing. All right, so let me know what you guys think of my list. I mean, other than these two, which are kind of just memes, the rest of them, I think I'm pretty happy. I think this is a pretty solid list. Let me know if you guys think otherwise. I know a lot of people might disagree with this ETB, but just to clarify one more time, I think it could go up or down depending on what the purchase price is. But other than that, I think the rest of them are pretty solid where they are. But let me know if you guys disagree. Maybe I'm wrong on something, or maybe something you would put up or down. Let me know how you would change this list, or if you agree. All right. Thanks for watching. A little bit of a longer video, but I thought it'd be fun to make a tier list like this. Let me know what you got. I've already said that. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully, if you like this video, I'll make an Evolving Skies tier list as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.